Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Jab. This is an interesting number-based question. It says that there are four mischievous kids, Vicky, Aniket, Mansi and Priya. They skip multiples of 3, 5, 6 and 8 respectively while counting. So an example is given that if Vicky has to count 7 items, he would count them 1, 2. He will skip 3 because he skips multiples of 3. He will count 4, 5. He will skip 6. He will count 7, 8. He will skip 7, 9 and then count 10. And Mansi would count them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She will skip 6. She will count 7 and then 8. Okay. For smaller numbers, we can count these easily, right? But what happens when the numbers are large? So let us try to understand the logic that how are they counting these. So let us take numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say let us count till 18 and understand the logic. Okay. So let us count for Vicky and Aniket. Two cases we will take. We'll understand what is the logic. So Vicky will count 1, he will count 2, he will skip 3, he will count 4, 5, 6, 6 skip हो जाएगा, then 7, 8, 9 skip हो जाएगा, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26 and so on. Okay. Now if Aniket has to count, he will count 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously. Then he will skip 5. He will count 6, 7, 8, 9 continuously. Skip 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 continuously. Skip 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Skip 20, 21, 22 and so on. Okay. So let us try to understand the logic as to how do we find the number that they are actually counting for large numbers. Okay, so if we observe at small numbers, we can determine the logic for large numbers. So whenever they are skipping, so let us understand whenever they are skipping. So Vicky is skipping 3, he's skipping 6, he's skipping 9, he's skipping 12, ऐसे करके skip कर रहा है. Okay. So whenever he is skipping a number, what is the count he has found till then? यहाँ पे skip 3 कर रहा है तो he is counted till 2, right? The actual number is 4. Whenever he is skipping 9, the actual number is 6. Whenever he is skipping 12, the actual number is 8. This, isn't it? He skipped 21, the actual number was 14. Okay. So if we notice that his actual number is 2 by 3, or you can say his count is 3 by 2 times, right? Actual number is 2/3 of his count and his count is 3 by 2 of actual number, isn't it? Now can we say the same thing for Aniket also? So if you see, Aniket is skipping 5 here, the count is 4. He's skipping 10 here, the count is 8. He's skipping 15 here, the count is 12. He's skipping 20 here, the count has reached 16. So what does it mean that when Aniket, the actual number is 4/5, right? And his count is 5 by 4 times of the actual number, right? So can we derive this? That Vicky, it is 2 by 3, 4 by 5, this will be 5 by 6, this will be 7 by 8, isn't it? We can find that. So now let's solve the questions. Okay, so if you figured out that this is the case, but see this. So if you see this question, first question is 30 pens in a box, right? What will be the number reported by Aniket? So we will not count till 30 because actually he is not counting that number. He's not actually counting that number. He's skipping the number. Okay. So let us say if the number was uh, if there are 18, right? So what would have Aniket said? 18 May he would have counted till see, he will of course not count 20. right? So we will find the multiple of 4 less than 18, which is 16. So for 16, his count will be 5 by 4. That's a hidden count, right? So hidden is 20, right? For 17, he will say 21, and 18 he will say 22. So first of all, we will find the multiple of that number less than this, okay? Of multiple of a number which is 1 less than his skipping number. So like is in case of 18 we took 16, right? And his we will find the hidden count. Hidden count means the number that is skipping, right? Then we will find the next number and then the next number and so on. Okay, so let's answer these questions. So 30 pence in a box, what will be the number reported by Aniket? So Aniket is actually having the fourth. So if you count this 30, before 30, when the multiple of, so Aniket is going by that 4-5 rule, right? So we just derived that rule. So he's going by 4-5 rule. What is the multiple of 4 less than 30? Which is 28, right? So when the number is 28, right, his count has reached 35, which is a hidden count. Okay, hidden count. So actually his count will be 34. He will skip 35. When the number is 29, his count will be 36. When the number is 30, his count is 37. Okay, so the answer is 37. Okay, now while counting the number of students present in the class, the number reported by Vicky is 15 more than that by Mansi. Minimum, how many students are present in the class? So Vicky is going by that 2-3 rule, right? And Mansi is going by 5-6. Okay, so Vicky's actual count will be 3 by 2, right? 3 by 2 times of the number, and that will depend on the number that he is keeping. So Vicky's count will be 3 by 2 of n, and Mansi's count will be 6 by 5 of n. Okay, now there will be multiple numbers that the difference will be same. So let us first solve it. Let us put as 15. So 15 minus 12, 3n by 10. 3n by 10 is 15, right? So n is equal to 50. So we will count numbers near 50 and identify the answer, because there will be multiple numbers that can have the same difference. So how will Vicky report 50 as what will the number for Vicky? So 50, we will not count 50 because 50 will give us 75, which is already a hidden number. So we will see the multiple of 2 less than 50. So for 48, the hidden count is 72, which is hidden, right? So for 49, the count will be 73, and for 50, the count is 74. Okay, and for Mansi, we will take 45. Okay, 45, her count will be 6 by 5, 54. Okay, that which is hidden, and then we will have uh, 5 continuous numbered counted. So her count will be for 50, this will be 59. Okay, for 50, her count will be 59. Now for this, her count will be 57, 58, 57, and so on. His count will not be 71, 72. His count will actually be 71. 72 is hidden number, but his count will be 71. Okay, so understanding this hidden count thing is important. So now if you see this, the count is 71 and 57, the difference is 14, the difference is 15, right? So we get that the count, when the number is 49, the difference is 15. Okay, when the number we change to 51, so he will count 75. Okay, he is keeping multiples of 6. Vicky is skipping multiples of 3. Okay, sorry. So this will be, his count will be 76. Okay. Now Mansi is skipping multiples of 6. So her count will be 61. Again, the difference comes at 15 only. In 52, he will say 77. He will say 62. In 53, he will say 79 because he will skip 78. Okay. And she will say 63. Right. So the difference has become 16. So for these possible numbers, the difference is 15. Okay, if they ask you a question on this, that what is the maximum number or what is the minimum number, so first of all, using this equation, we'll find a number and we'll find its neighbors to get the actual number, right? So the answer is 49. So if the question is minimum, 49. If the question is maximum, maximum is 52. Okay, now the next question says, Priya said there are 70 candies in a box. What will be the count reported by Vicky? Can you answer this question? That if she says that there are 70 candies in a box, what will be the count reported by Vicky? So if there are 70 candies in the box, so she's telling 70, right? So first of all, we will find that how many numbers has she skipped. Okay, so Priya skips multiples of 8, right? So till 70 there will be 8 multiples of 8. 8 into 8 is 64, isn't it? So she skipped 7 numbers, skipped 8 numbers. She skipped 8 numbers. So actual count will be 62, right? Now actual count is 62. We will find the count reported by Vicky. So Vicky tells 3 for Vicky count skips 3. So number less than 62, which is a multiple of 2, is 60. So for 60, he would have counted till 90, 90 being the hidden number. 61 he will report as 91, and 62 he will report as 92. The answer will be 92. This is the answer: 92, 49, 37. Okay, let's do the next question. For how many numbers of marbles with Aniket and Mansi report the same number? Now this is a question for which we will have to go through some initial numbers and find out that what will be the number reported by them. Okay, so let's find for Aniket and Mansi. So Aniket will say 1, Mansi will say 1, 2. When he says 2, Mansi will say 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now Aniket misses 5 and Mansi misses 6. So he will miss 5, he will say 6, she will say 5. Then he misses, he will continue with 7. She will skip 6 and she will get to 7. Then both of them will count 8, 9. Okay, now Aniket will miss 10, he will uh, write 11, and Mansi will continue with 10, 12, this will be 11. Okay, so when Aniket counts 13, right, so Mansi will skip 12 now, right? She has counted 11, so she will say 13. Then both of them will count 14 each. Okay, let's not worry about the actual number. Let's just find that in the pattern in which they are counting. So now Aniket will skip 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 ऐसे number लिख लेते हैं, right? He will skip 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so 13, 14, 15 will be counted, isn't it? 15, 16, 17 will be counted, then 18 will be skipped, so 19 will be counted. Okay, now 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now Aniket will skip 25, Aniket will count 26, the count will be 24 will be skipped, the count will be 25. Okay, now if you see this, first of all, let us count that how many numbers they counted. Same: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now after this, if you see, Aniket will always be in lead, right? 26, 25. So Aniket will skip 30 and the gap will keep increasing, right? So if you see this, like let's see for some further numbers also. 27, it will be 26, 28 will be 27, 29 will be 28. Now he will reach 31, right? She will be 29 only, right? So again, now he will be, they will never have equal counting. So the total number of counting would be, common counting would be 10. So there are 10 numbers that they will report same. So these are the answers to the questions. First question 37, second question the answer was 49, third question the answer was 92, and the answer to this question is 10. So I hope you enjoyed this interesting question and understood the logic as well. How do we count the numbers?